Welcome to Hood Champion Boxing and Sports. In boxing, you find a way to win or you find a way to lose. And Stanionis has made sure he's been doing everything he can to find a way to win as he gets ready to get in the ring with Jaron this weekend. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, they got this welterweight championship unification about to pop off. I did not know Stanionis was out there fighting in the Wildcard gym and training in the Wildcard gym. I'm telling you right now, that could explain why Stanionis is out here saying, look, I'm going to dominate him. I'm going to destroy him. And I'm going to unify the welterweight division. Look. 2 belts on the line. You got 2 killers about to get in the ring. And I got to be careful here because I'm out here saying it's going to be a competitive fight. But I'm out here praising Jaron Ennis and his gym and his sparring partners and everything else. But Stanionis, man, look, he left Lithuania 15 wins. He came out here to have a 16th win and 9 knockouts to have a 10th knockout. I'm thinking he's going to be distracted, wife, having a baby, and et cetera, et cetera. Oh, no. Let me tell you something. Fighters who are training in the Wildcard gym, fighters who are training out there with Robert Garcia, I don't know what they're doing. But it's like those gyms got to be like walking down death row. It's got to be like entering a war zone where only the strongest survive. And just knowing Stanionis is out there, having his training sessions at the Wildcard gym, I know that there's some grinding going on with Stanionis. I'm telling you. I'm sure that from Freddie Roach and anyone else who's in the gym, I'm sure Stanionis is getting some sparring partners in there that have been putting the beans on him and pushing them to the limit. He's got guys with speed. He's got guys with power. He's got guys with defense. He's got guys with pressure. He's got guys that can switch stances. Man, I'm sure that dude is dialed in and he's going to bring some weapons into that ring with him. But you know what? The thing is, he's not fighting Jaron Ennis in preparation for Jaron Ennis. So no matter who he brings in there, he's not fighting Jaron. But it seems like he's, covered all bases. And no matter what you feel about Boots, you got to put some respect on Stanionis' name and say, you know what? This man's treating this fight with Ennis like his life depends on it. So we need to put some respect on Stanionis' name and say, hold our horses. Let's not take it to the stupid. Stanionis, if Boots comes in there screwing around, Stanionis could find himself getting ahead on the scorecards. Because that pressure style and everything, it could be a war. And the thing is, it has Jaron Ennis matured to the point to where he can avoid getting into an unnecessary mash-up, crash-up type of fight. Can he come in here and make it a chess match, make it to where he can use his jab, use his boxing ability, and then by round 4, 5, or 6, really start to pick up the pace and pick Stanionis apart and possibly get a stoppage between round 6 and 8? Or is he going to come out here and say, you know what, I like hitting people, I like being hit, I like being in a war, I'm going to fight Stanionis' fight. Let me tell you something. That would be stupid. Stanionis wants to test him. He wants to break him. He wants to beat him. He wants to see just how well he handles pressure. He wants to Marcos Maidana, Adrian Broner him. I'm not saying he's going to be able to do it, but man, just knowing he's at the Wildcard gym, that tells me everything I need to know. This ain't going to be an easy fight for Boots. And people still out here saying, no matter what Stanionis does, once he gets hit with Boots, the tempo of that fight's going to change. And this whole thing about Stanionis vowing to dominate Boots, they say all that shit goes out the window. All I'm saying is Stanionis knows if he beats Jaron Ennis, that changes everything. Everything for him. Remember, Jaron Ennis, many people felt, would beat Earl Spence, before Earl Spence fought Crawford, and they felt that he would beat Crawford. Right now, they feel like he would beat Crawford right now. So for Stanionis to come out here, man, and to clip Jaron Ennis and unify welterweight, gets him a step closer to greatness and kicks the door open, man. We start talking about pound for pound. Let me tell you, this shit, to listen to Stanionis, this just isn't about no belts. This is about really legacy, history. I'm listening to Jaron Boots Ennis. One thing I'll say about Jaron, I think he feels the same way. They keep asking him questions about, other fighters, and he's like, focus right now on Stanionis. I like the fact he's not entertaining nothing else. Even if him and his team talk about it, when it comes to the interviews and the media, he's not taking the bait. He's like, nah, y'all ain't gonna get me hooked on that crap. I'm not doing it. Anyway, Stanionis vowed to dominate. He don't want to hear nothing. And I liked what he said about the pressure, about breaking him, about just trying to paralyze Jaron Boots Ennis with his overwhelming, with his brawling style. I like everything Stanionis he's saying. But you know what? He's supposed to say that. He's supposed to believe in himself. But Lord have mercy. I know for a fact that sparring he was getting out there at the Wildcard, I am sure that shit was like walking down death row or being in a war zone, because only the strongest survive. And from what I'm understanding, Stanionis, he passed with flying colors. And Jaron Boots Ennis is going to have his hands full. I still got Jaron winning, but I just think people are going to be shocked watching this fight. But at some point, I think Jaron makes the adjustments and bubbles up and ups it and gets the stoppage. But if I'm wrong, I would not be surprised, because Stanionis is out here fighting for something different. Anyway, keep cool. I'm in the breeze.